All right, car splainers, what do you think of the Mazda CX-50? Mazda was in the midst of kind of a brand overhaul, and the CX-50 introduced a few years ago was part of that shift. That's perhaps a hard pill to swallow for some of the customers that may have helped build Mazda to where they are today. The CX-5 was always one of my most recommended models for anyone looking for a nicely executed, balanced, compact utility vehicle. And the CX-5 is still around. But the CX-50 basically overlaps with the CX-5 in terms of pricing and offers. I would say the CX-50 comes in as the burlier, beefier brother, supposedly more premium. Steering in the CX-50 was fairly light and responsive, as you'd expect from a Mazda product. The ride did seem to crash a bit through to the cabin, more than I would have expected for something pegged as a premium product. Probably a case of those large wheels and small, low-profile tires. So if this is really more off-road active-minded, I would love to see some smaller wheels and some more sidewall rubber. The doors also felt a bit tinny and light. A bit of a letdown compared to some prior Mazdas, which had, a very nice tactile heft and sound to their doors. Overall, really like their overall design inside and out. Everything is fairly clean, direct, easy to use. A little bit of piano black here on this test unit that we were able to spend a few minutes in. Infotainment system, at the time did not support touch capability. But again, do see some nice materials across, stitching, contrast colors. I do like the rich color selections that they provide inside and out. You still have, rear vents, which are nice to see, as well as available heated rear seats. And you do have the massive panoramic glass sunroof that is so popular these days. In the rear, you do have some nice pulls to fold down the rear seats, but they're not 40-20-40 split folding like we find in this CX-5. Also a bit more scratchy plastics on the sidewalls, but let me know. Is the CX-50 on your list?